Ski jumps are done by putting your feet together, standing on a center spot on the floor, bring both arms up, and get up on your tiptoes and bounce from side to side. Now you don't want to bounce very far. You want to just go from one square to the next square over, back and forth. That way you're not going to bump into anybody. Ski jumps got that name because of an event in the Olympics called the Moguls. And in the Moguls, it's a snow skiing event where the skier goes back and forth over these really bumpy bumps. And it looks kind of like this. Keep your feet together, your arms up. That strengthens your arms also and also gives you some balance. Our next exercise is windmills. Windmills is a stretch. Put your feet apart. We're not doing the splits. Just put it apart a little bit wider than your shoulders. Put both arms out to the side. And then you go slow because it's a stretch. And you take your right hand, bring it down across your body, touch your left toe, and back up. Right here, we're making kind of a T or an X shape with our arms and our legs. Then bring the other hand down, cross over, touch your toe. Now, if you can't quite touch your toe, that's okay. Keep your knees straight and reach as far as you can. You'll feel a little bit of a pull in your legs. That's the muscles stretching. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay. We do these kind of slow. Our next exercise is lunges. Now, lunges strengthens muscles in your legs, one leg at a time. It also gives you a little bit of a stretch and it helps you work on your balance. So to do lunges, put both arms up. This is mostly for balance. You take one step, then bring your second leg down until your back knee touches, then come back up, bring your front foot back to where it started. Then do the other foot. Step, your knee touches, come back up and back. And we don't need to do these very fast. Just take your time, step, touch, and back. Step, touch, and back. Don't hit your knee hard on the floor, it hurts. The next exercise we'll do is crunches. Some people call them crunches, some people call them sit-ups. For our purposes, we're going to call them crunches. And here's how we do it. With crunches, you lay down on the floor, all the way flat. Raise your arms clear up over your head. Then you bring your arms up, your body up, touch your toes, and back down. All the way up, touch your toes, and then back down. When you're doing crunches, try to keep your legs flat on the ground. Your knees are going to kind of want to come up a little bit. But do your best. You'll feel the muscles in your stomach working, and you'll feel the muscles in your back and your legs stretch when you reach out to touch your toes. Our next exercise is jumps. We also call these our frog jumps. To do jumps, you get down like a frog, and you're going to jump as high as you can and try to come right back down and land in the same spot you're in. All right, so it looks just like this. You might have to rest for just a second to get your balance. Notice my hands can touch the floor and they're outside of my knees. It helps me to keep my balance. Very good. Our next exercise is simply run in place. When we do this, I'd like you to run so that your knees are getting up so that this part of your leg is flat. Okay, so you're just running like this. Our next exercise is squats. Squats build strength in all of the power muscles in your legs. And we do squats like this. We put our arms out front. This is mostly for balance. And then we go all the way down, just like we're sitting down, squatting down, and all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. And as you get good with these, you shouldn't move your feet at all. You just stay right in your same spot. Our next exercise is push-ups. Now push-ups can be difficult at first. Some of you may have done push-ups a lot, so they don't seem difficult, but there are a couple of things I want you to remember when you're doing push-ups. First of all is that your form is very important. Form is the way that you hold your body while you do it. So when you do push-ups, get on your hands and your toes, and your body should be straight. Not like this, not like a mountain, and not bent down like this, and my knees touching, but just my toes and my hands touching. And then when you do your push-ups, the only part of your body that bends is your elbows. Now, a correct push-up looks like this. All the way down, all the way up. Down, all the way up. Now, if you can't do that, that's okay. We all have to get our strength a little at a time. So here's something that you can do that will help you have good form and slowly build those muscles so you can do push-ups correctly. I always want you to keep your back straight and have good form, but you don't have to go all the way down when you do your push-ups. You can do it like this. Remember, good form on your hands, on your toes, and then just go part way down and part way up. Part way down, all the way up. Part way down, all the way up. If you need to rest while we're doing push-ups, you can just stop like this. Take a couple of breaths, and then go again. And as you get stronger, you'll be able to go closer to the floor when you do those push-ups. Push-ups is an exercise you need to practice daily to get those muscles strong enough so that you can do push-ups the right way. Our next exercise is jumping jacks. And jumping jacks are pretty fun, but if you haven't done them before, you have to get all your body parts moving the right way. So when we do jumping jacks, we're going to start with just our legs. And all you do for jumping jacks with your legs is you're going to jump and put your feet apart, jump and put them back. Jump apart, jump together. Now, after you do that a few times, we're going to work on our arms a little bit. And jumping jacks for your arms looks like this. Up and down. Up and down. And then you put it all together. So when your arms go up, your legs go out. And it looks like this. Out, together, out, together, out, together. Now it does take a little bit of practice to do that. Sometimes we get a little bit off and it looks like this. If you land like this and your hands are down and your feet are apart, just go, oops, I gotta fix it. So put your feet back together and start again. Out, down, out, down. It takes a little practice, but you'll be able to do it. The next exercise that we'll do today is called scissors. And scissors is done laying on your back with your legs straight. And there are a couple of options that I'll show you that you can do when we do scissors. Go ahead and lay down flat on your back. Put your hands down at your side. Your legs are straight. And you can either put your head on the floor or you can hold it up. Either way you want to do it. The simple way to do these scissors is to just lift one leg at a time and then put it all the way down. Try to keep your legs straight. So you go up, down. Other leg, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you want to bring those legs as high as you can, and you'll feel there's a point where your muscles start to get really tight. And that's where you can stop and put them down. Now, another way to do scissors that is also really good for your stomach, all of these muscles here called your core muscles, is if you lift both feet up at the same time, just a little bit, about 1 foot in the air, and then keep your legs straight and just kick like this. These are called scissors. These are kind of tough to do. Okay, if you get tired doing these, put your feet down and go back to these for a minute. Okay? Good. Our next exercise is bounces. This is one that's really fun to do. All you do is you get up on your tiptoes as high as you can, and then stay just having your tiptoes touch and bounce. This one's pretty simple. Pretty much everybody can do this one. And this works the muscles in the back of your leg called your calf. That's the muscle that's down below your knee. The next exercise that we'll do is called swims. And for swims, we have 3 different ways to do this. The first way is called freestyle swims. And for those of you who like to swim, freestyle is just kind of the normal way to swim. What you do is you just pretend that you're in the pool and you're swimming and you're making great big circles. Okay, this stretches out your shoulders and loosens up your arms so that you are ready for whatever game we're going to do next. The second one that we do is just backwards of that. It's called the backstroke. And so this one you could go backwards. Same kind of motion, but backwards. You'll find that you kind of have to turn your body a little bit more so that you can do this. And the third one that we do is called butterfly. Now, butterfly takes a little bit of practice because you're going to use both arms at the same time, and you'll see what I mean once you start doing it. Bring your arms up and around, up and around. You'll feel your shoulders really work if you do this right. So you're reaching up and around, up and around, and around. Very good. The next exercise we're going to do is called hill climbers. Now, hill climbers is done starting off in kind of a push-up position, and then you're going to make a motion that looks like you're climbing up a mountain. So we start off like this, down push-up position, except this time you're going to bring one leg up in front like this. And then you're going to give a little hop and switch your feet. So the foot that's in front, hop to the back. Switch, 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 switch. And once you've got that down, you can go a little faster. Now, it's not sliding your feet. We're not doing this. Okay, that is not what we're looking for. A little bit of practice and you'll be able to do these really well.